Hey guys, and welcome to part 6 of Let's Play Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions on the DS. In the last part we went to the past, then we went to the future, so now I guess it makes sense to go back to the present. So yeah, we are now currently Amazing Spider-Man, and we got a few things to do as Amazing Spider-Man. Now, you can, if you want to get to where you need to go quickly, I would suggest instead of coming this way, just go straight left. As you can see, I'm actually going down then left, but if you just want to get to the next spot, you can just go left at the top there instead of going down this way. But I would definitely recommend going this way because A, you get that air dodge right there, which is it's alright, it's pretty nice that it's in the game. If I actually use the dodge more, then I would probably actually think it's like really handy, but because I don't really use the dodge, I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's the dodge, whatever, you know, I can live without it. But also there's two items here that we can previously get. The first one we already got, which is the health, and then we also have this one, the jackhammer stomp, which again, it's okay. I think I actually do it accidentally at some point later in this video, but yeah, it's pretty handy. But I would say that you can just completely skip out on getting that if you don't want it, because it's quite tricky to actually get it. As you can see, I didn't do it on my first try, but I had a lot of practice off screen making sure I could do that jump, because what you have to do is quickly go up, but if you just try and swing along where the jackhammer was, you will just hit the electric wall. But yeah, we also have that, another health thing, and whatever that defense upgrade was, I didn't really pay attention, but yeah, you definitely should go this way to grab the last of these items, because as you can see, we now have all the items in that area, so never have to return to it, which is quite nice. But anyway, we need to get to the power plant to stop Electro. What a good name that is. But okay, here's what's confusing about this game. Yeah, you do unlock different powers and all that, but some of the powers you have to go onto the conduct thing and then take on a load of enemies, and you unlock powers like that. Glide being the most obvious example, but also sometimes like powers that you unlock in like the future or the past, you just unlock in this dimension or other dimensions, which seems really strange, and they don't tell you that. It seems strange they would make you unlock stuff like glide, but then stuff like this where I can now web onto electric fences, although I still jump into them like an idiot. But yeah, now that as normal Spider-Man we can jump onto electric fences, even though we unlocked that power as future. So yeah, if you unlock a power in one dimension, just test it out in the other dimensions to see if you have it or not. Because stuff like glide you just won't have, but I think what it is that if you find a power or unlock it by defeating a boss, you get it, but if it's just one of the default powers that one of the Spider-Man has, then you have to unlock it through the like conduit thing, the conduct or whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but oh well. So now we have to go on this lift that goes down forever. This lift actually won't stop until you defeat all the enemies, so don't think you can just like hide in the corner or something like that and just wait until the lift goes down, because apparently this lift goes on forever, so I mean, who knew? And these robot guys, I think they're new enemies, but they're pretty much the same as the old enemies. The same tactic's going to work. You're going to want to watch out on the first wave of enemies though, because those guys with electric guns, you're going to want to take them off them and just like press A and take their guns and throw them at their face to humiliate them and destroy them at the same time. Because yeah, the other guys, like the shield guys, are kind of annoying because you can't hit them straight away, but everyone else you can just like destroy now with the amount of upgrades we got. As you can see, look at all that damage, look at all those numbers. You add them up and I'm doing like 1,000,000 points of damage or something. I don't really know. But see, so yeah, there we go. I think this is the last guy now. Oh yeah, there's some, I don't think I mentioned this, but as you can see there is now a shield next to that blue meter, because we have something called a momentum meter now. I don't think I explained this anyway. But what it does, or what it means, is that whenever you hit an enemy you get more momentum. Actually, I think I'll explain it after this fight, because this fight, it's an interesting fight, because I would definitely say it's the easiest fight in the game by far. Some of that is probably just because we now have all these upgrades, but other than that, it's very similar to the fight we did before as Future Spider-Man against the metal guy, but this time it's even easier because Electro's just a normal guy, and I really like this fight for a few reasons. First of all, it's really easy, which is always nice. You know, you come along a boss and it's just really, really easy, and that's always fun because I'm not going to get stuck on it anytime soon. But also because this is what would happen in the actual comic books, you know? Like in the comic books, they always have to come up with some sort of reason why Spider-Man or Batman or Superman can't just punch the guy in the face and say stop being such a twat. You know, there's no reason for you to blow up that plane or just sort it out. But that never really happens because the writers always make it more interesting than that. But this fight is just you going like, oh, here's Electro. He's just a mental guy with some electric hands. I'm Spider-Man, I'm a lot better than him, I can just kick the crap out of him, and that's pretty much what happens. I actually only got hit that one time right there, because he does have a few attacks, but because he's just a normal enemy, you can just hit him and he will react the same as just a normal enemy, so it's kind of weird. And also, you probably didn't hear them all, but Spider-Man does constantly say electric puns throughout that whole fight, which is actually really funny, so... Yeah, they're actually quite funny to hear, so sorry I talked over them, but you heard most of them. There's subtitles for a lot of them. So what we just unlocked there was the Spider Dash, which is a power that obviously they took it from Metroid, because it's exactly the same as the... Oh shit, what's it called? Oh... I did know what it was called. It'll come to me. But yeah, it's exactly the same as this one attack in Metroid, where if you keep running, once you like get so fast, you will then turn into this like spider blur, and then you can destroy certain sort of doors. And the certain sort of doors are like the orange doors that we've come across throughout this whole game. So yeah, at the beginning there, they actually, or when you just unlock the power, you can actually see that that's how, you know, that is the orange doors that you can destroy. So knowing that, you can actually take a shortcut and come up here, because if you remember, there is actually one orange door over here. So we keep running and boom, there we go, quick recovery. Which is a move I swear we like unlocked before, or it's like extremely similar to a move we unlocked before. I don't know. So the momentum, I'm going to go back and explain the momentum bar. Yeah, whenever you hit enemies you get more momentum. And then, I think that just means you like attack quicker or something. I don't know exactly, but what we actually got before is that we unlocked attack, which means we get that shield. And once you get so much momentum, you get the shield. And as you can see there, when he tried to attack me, when I had the shield, it did no damage at all. It didn't do any damage. So once you reach a certain amount of momentum, you just don't take damage anymore. So right, so this door can be a little tricky to do. What you have to do is go on here, Spider-Man will keep running, then he'll suddenly use his Spider Dash, and then you can jump through this wall here. The problem is getting the timing just right, because you're going really, really quick, so it can be kind of hard to actually get the timing right. And how you're supposed to do it, or where I would say you jump once you hit the normal platform, like that. So don't actually try and hit at the last second. And yeah, this is me. I realised that if you just don't touch anything once you do the Spider-Man dash, like if you don't touch any buttons, Spider-Man will run around in that room forever and ever and ever. So he just doesn't stop. So I thought I'll show that as well. So we get a health there, which you can kind of miss if you're not paying attention to the map. And we actually get, I think this is the first Spider-Man, no, it's probably not, but yeah, we get one of these conduits. I feel like I'm saying that word wrong, and I'm gonna be made to look like a complete idiot on the YouTubes. But oh well. And yeah, there's a challenge to max out your momentum, and the way you lose momentum is that you get hit, not actually by not attacking. So if you just stand still, your momentum doesn't go down, but if you do take hits, your momentum, I'm not too sure, I don't think it completely resets, but it does go like down a lot. So, and these guys, I think I mentioned it before, all you have to do is web them like this and you can take them out straight away. Don't try swinging around because you're just going to miss a lot of the time. And they're really quite tricky to hit precisely, so just web them down and then take on these guys. Just more of Electro's minions. Yeah, whatever, Spider-Man. You're alright. I'll call you the You're Right Spider-Man. And we get a power transfer, which is, of course, the fan favourite. Well, what everyone likes to see, the glide. great. I have no idea why you can unlock that, and you can completely skip that, by the way. I on the save that I play before playing, like when I record my practice save, I actually completely missed out on that. Because if you go up here first, because I wanted to save, so if you go up here, save, and then go into this room, the door locks behind you, and you can't go back. So I was like, crap, I just can't go back now. But so if you want to grab that health upgrade and that glide, you want to quickly come in here. No, you don't want to come in here first. So you can save and then go down and do it, but don't come in this room at all because you'll be trapped in this room and have to do fight these guys. So what's kind of cool is that we now have everything as the Amazing Spider-Man. As you can see on the map, there are no black squares or empty squares, so that's quite nice. I don't have them all for Future or Noir, but I'm sure I don't know, I'll get to that. It's just nice that I have them all as the Amazing Spider-Man. And now we're fighting a bunch of enemies that are the enemies we're going to see in the next area. And they're pretty tough. They're really easy to fight. Like, they won't fight back that much, but like you can just take them down quite easily because of how overpowered you now are. But yeah. So, but they do take a ton of damage before they finally die, so just keep like attacking them and they'll go down eventually. And now look, this is something that's amazing. I actually got the hang of doing these. I did this first time. There was no editing. And on my practice file I did this one first time. Although clearly this is like the hardest one I've had to do. But I did it first time. Look at these skills. I was so chuffed with myself. I was getting ready to be annoyed and frustrated at this section. I was like getting ready there, you know, shaking a bit like come on. But then I just did it first time, no problem. So I guess I do have the mad skills, as the kids say. So. Because there's no real trick to it, it's just you just got to be quick and make sure you spin it around. But we now have the last area in the game, where I don't think there's actually any unlockables in this place. I'm not too sure, I haven't actually recorded the part for the next bit, but... Oh, sorry about that. But that purple stuff you can't web on, so don't try and web yourself up. You're just going to have to do some wall kicks. But I've been on Storm 23, and in the next part we will explore this weird dimension. So I'll hopefully see you then. See you guys.